All right, welcome back to Sort of Sophisticated People, the podcast where, well, you already know the drill on what we do. We think of random subjects that may or may not be interesting. You be the judge of that. We go down a rabbit hole. We learn all about them. We make them sound mildly sophisticated and teach you what you need to know so you can sound smart and stuff.
Stuff.
Yeah, stuff. My name is Bitardo, and I am here with my famous co-host, Amanda. Say hello, Amanda.
Hello.
How are
everybody.
you doing? You say hello like you should be Vanna White on a game show. You know? I mean, I'm dating myself because Vanna White was like Wheel of Fortune. She's like 100 years old now. But you're like, hello, everybody. And then when you start talking to me, you're like, okay, Peter, tell me what's really going on.
Wow, I sound like a gremlin. That's
no,
awesome.
but you do sound mean to me
nice.
sometimes. Okay, can we talk about my hair for a second, please?
Okay, what about your
Because
hair?
I got to make it all about me for about
Yes,
5
go ahead.
seconds. Okay.
It wouldn't be a normal podcast if it wasn't.
Right. Have you noticed any like different flow thing I got going on?
I mean,
here
it's
lately?
like longer and like more windswept.
No, specifically not that. It's been
Oh, it's
longer for a
not.
long time, just in
Oh.
general. Like, have you noticed like maybe better showering? Maybe better.
Ew. Are you
Ew?
actually like, you didn't take showers before? Are you admitting that on air?
No.
Oh.
What I am admitting is I just got the Commando 450. I got the ultimate new shower modification. I put like turbo in my shower. So I've been living in my
I'm
house
sorry.
with shitty water pressure for the last 17 years.
Oh, okay.
And I had a white people privilege moment.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
which is terrible. I'm saying this on air. And I was like, no, fuck it. I got to fix this problem once and for all. First of all, it takes too damn long to heat my water because I'm like my bathroom is the farthest from the house.
Yeah.
And my water pressure is like an old man peeing in a toilet. Like,
Okay.
it's terrible. Like,
Okay.
So spent way more than I wanted to.
Ooh,
but
I'm gonna tell you a financial guy.
I'm not telling you on air how much it costs. And I don't have you've seen my house. It's not all like up to date. It's kind of old. Anyway, they fixed all the plumbing, all the
Okay.
piping. I got the recirculating pump. I got everything put in.
Oh man.
Amanda, I got in the shower. I almost fell over when I
Oh.
turned the damn thing on. Yes, I literally don't want to get out anymore. It is
Oh.
remarkable.
Oh no! So now your water bill's up. So like this is
no.
a continuous problem of overspending.
It is glorious.
But your hair.
It is
it's
good.
worth
Yeah,
it.
my
It's worth
hair,
it.
my like.
But did you get a water softener? Because I feel like the hard water in Orange County.
So my plumber, she yelled at me. She's like, Well, first of all, hey, kudos to my plumber, Taylor. Everybody, shout out to Taylor, right? Because I know like I'm being sexist. Not a lot of women plumbers out there.
Oh, that's true.
Like
That's
women
true.
plumber,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
There's
yeah.
not. So like I was like, okay, like she's a badass. And she was schooling me and everything. I had no idea what I was talking about. She was a total badass. But anyway, my point is, she's like, dude, you don't have a water softener. I'm like, no. She's like, well, then, and she went through the whole house. She's like, here's what you need to do. Once a year, you have to do this and this and this and clean all this and all the hard crystallization. Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, Taylor, you're being way too sophisticated for me. I would like you to be sort of sophisticated because I'm dumb right now. So she was woman-splaining how to manage plumbing. And it was excellent because the tables, Amanda, turned. So,
Oh man.
anyway, for those of you watching on YouTube, because who's not watching on YouTube, you can totally
Welcome.
see the flow. Let's go. Let's move on already. Can we talk about?
I'm ready.
Can we just start with subject? Let's just go to subject change.
Yes, let's go.
Let's do this.
What
Okay,
is our subject today?
You ready for this? I don't know if you're gonna like.
I don't
this
know
today.
if I'm ready.
This is one of those ones where I wasn't super into it, but then as I learned about it, I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm into it."
Yeah, hold on.
What?
Does that have to do with music? Because if it's about music,
Yes.
like I feel, I called it.
It's music.
Because
Yes, it is.
if it's about music, I feel like you sometimes feel like you aren't gonna like it, and
then
then
I do like it.
But it's about music, so of course you're gonna like it.
Yes, I should know that about myself
Oh,
because then,
okay,
like,
yeah.
right, like I
Yeah.
go from like no boner to boner. Right. Okay.
Oh my god.
I know. Sorry. Okay. The Grand Ole Opry.
What?
The Grand Ole Opry.
Opry?
Yes.
But
Opry.
it's not the opera.
No, Grand Ole Opry. We're going to tell you. There's a fun fact about that. Yes.
Okay.
It's turning 100 years old
What is it?
this year on November 28th. Thank you very much.
What is it?
It's a stage. It's in Nashville.
What?
It's like, it is where country music got its start.
Evidently, I'm not
It
a
is
true
a-
country fan. 'Cause
It
I
is
don't know
a
that.
massive, massive venue
Huh.
that
Okay.
started from nothing that we're going to talk all about. It is celebrating its 100th year in existence. Well, it's been celebrating it all year long, but like it's celebrating November. It's 100th year of existence. Yeah. Like this is going to be wild.
Okay.
This is crazy.
Interesting.
Okay? Like
I'm here for it.
Dolly Parton,
No idea.
Johnny Cash,
Okay.
right?
No, I mean, I know who Dolly Parton is,
Oh,
but
okay.
like
Yeah,
I know
yeah, yeah.
nothing about
Yeah.
the Grand Ole
This-
Opry. I've
it's
never heard about it before.
little radio show in Nashville in 1925.
Oh.
Managed to
Okay.
turn into country's biggest stage of all time. We're going to talk about how it started, why it mattered, the whole thing. Like, let's go.
All right. So is that the official title?
Official title, From Barn Dance to Big Time. The
Okay.
Grand Ole Opry turns 100 years old.
Perfect. How does this make us more cultured and curious?
Because being country's totally cultured, right? Obviously, just kidding. No shade to country people. Okay, I mean, you're kind of cultured. We just lost the rest of our listeners. Okay, but the Grand Ole Opry isn't just about like just country music. This is the whole thing about storytelling. Remember Bruce Springsteen? The whole thing we were talking about?
Yes,
Okay.
songs
This is
and-
about community. This is like how America found its sound for the
Oh,
first time. Not
okay.
just songs. This is literally like, it's like history. I'm going to explain. I'm teasing you a little bit on purpose because America's real original first sound was country. Yes, it was.
Oh, it's
Believe
like
it or not.
some bluegrass, right?
Yes, even like hillbilly music.
Okay.
Like some kind of funked up hillbilly
All
stuff.
right.
Yeah.
So then what's our word of the day?
All right, word of the day. Here we go. It is obdurate.
I'm sorry, obdurate?
Obdurate? I think I'm saying that right. Yes, obdurate.
Yeah, no, I got nothing.
You got nothing for obdurate?
No, that is such a weird word.
It is. I find very weird words on purpose.
You do.
Yes. So it comes from the Latin word obduratus,
Okay.
meaning hardened. Okay, so it showed up in England around the 15th century and basically means stubborn, hardened, right? Stubborn,
Okay.
but like in a dignified way. So more like
Okay.
like resolute or sticking to your guns than
Okay.
being just like hard, right?
All right.
So like you, like I would say like no, I'm not making a joke now. Like you're obdurate. We should look that up. Is it obdurate or obdurate? I don't know. We'll figure that out. Sorry if we screw this whole thing up. Okay.
All right. Well, we figure that out. I'll look it up while you're going. But
Okay.
why don't you go ahead and
I'm
just
going
start
with
off with some,
obdurate.
okay, why don't you just start with some history here?
History
A
of the
little bit of the-
Grand Ole Opry.
Yep.
All right, here we go. So it's 1925. All right, we're in Nashville, Tennessee, of all places. And by the way, a little context for like 1925, Nashville, Tennessee. Okay, there was like nothing going on in Nashville. I mean, it was like little. Okay,
Okay.
more churches and dirt roads than like anything else, really. Okay, do you remember To Kill a Mockingbird? You remember To Kill a
Yes, I
Mockingbird?
do.
Yes,
It was
Atticus
like
Finch,
it was.
the
I
best
mean, it
ever.
was like a
The greatest,
whatever.
the greatest book like literature ever created.
Yes,
Maybe.
yes,
And we're
yes.
gonna do a
Okay,
whole
fine.
podcast on Harper Lee.
Oh, you are.
I can't wait.
Okay.
I just got to find a reason to do one. But yes, we're doing one. Okay. But my point is that was like in Alabama, like it was like a fake town or whatever, but it was in Alabama. But it was like a sleepy town, like
A small town.
small.
Okay,
Yes.
sure.
Yeah. Right. Like a bunch of front porches.
Okay.
Everybody was in everybody else's business. To Kill a Mockingbird. That was Nashville, Tennessee back then.
Okay.
So you got to remember, radio was barely a thing because Marconi had only invented the radio in like 1895, like 25 years earlier. Well, Marconi or Tesla. I don't want to get into the whole controversy of who
Created
God.
the radio.
That's a whole nother podcast.
Okay, we'll
episode
talk
we
about the
gotta-
radio another time.
I am like having ADD times 10 right now.
Focus.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. It's a squirrel. Okay. Anyway, radios weren't even in everybody's house yet. Okay.
Okay.
So let's just get the context. And then out of nowhere, this little radio station, WSM in Nashville, Tennessee, decides it's going to air a 1-hour live music show called the WSM Barn Dance. The WSM Barn Dance coming to you live from Nashville, Tennessee.
So
Yes.
did they just like talk about
Barn dances?
like dictating the barn dance, or
That's
did they play the music that you could also then
Here we
dance
go.
in the barn?
Yes, here we go. Right, good old barn dance.
Huh.
Like who wasn't barn dancing?
I
Everybody was
don't. Yeah.
barn dancing was the coolest thing in the world to do back then, right? Okay, Amanda, this like WSM wasn't like some hip radio station or anything. Okay, they were owned by a life insurance company of all kind of companies. This
Oh,
is yes,
to-
right. It was called the National Life and Accident Insurance Company, to be exact. That's who owned this radio station. So they
Oh.
had like no business with music or rocking out to barn dances or anything. So anyway, okay, sorry, I got off track. So the host of the show was some dude named George D. Hay, who called himself the solemn old judge.
Ooh.
The solemn old judge. Not because he was a real judge, just because he was a DJ. And he
But
needed
that
a
was
cool-
his name.
Yeah, you need a cool name.
DJ
yeah,
name.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, right.
Okay.
You're playing along here. Good. So the idea was simple. For 1 hour a week on Saturday night, he wanted to play music from his hometown in country bumfuck America with all the fiddles, the banjos, the gospel stuff, like all like the good old like hillbilly music.
Okay.
Like, did you
Are
see
we allowed to call
Deliverance?
that?
Do you know Deliverance?
Yeah, but are we allowed to call it hillbilly music?
We're calling it hillbilly music.
Okay, fine.
That's what we're calling
Okay.
it. Like like that whole thing.
Okay.
That's
Yes.
what we're doing.
So
okay.
I'm sure you have a point here.
Yes.
But we're starting with the radio. There's a DJ.
Yeah.
Plays hillbilly music,
Yes.
and somehow that barn dancing turns into the Grand Ole Opry.
I'm getting there.
Oh,
I'm,
okay. I'm just checking. I'm checking if you're still on track.
I
all.
am having a moment. Okay. I will
You were
get
having
there.
fun. I know.
Okay.
I know. I was just making sure we're still on track.
Okay, we're still on track.
Okay.
All right, so the whole point I was trying to make before you rudely interrupted me here was that this was the first time that everyone could hear the same thing at the same time. I mean, all the
Okay.
farmers in
but
Kentucky,
but
all
that
the
would be
factory
just
workers
because
in
of the
Ohio.
radio.
Okay, no, it's bullshit. It's like more than that. That's my point. Okay.
How is it more than that?
Because like regular radio stations, like sorry, I didn't explain it. But you're right. My ADD is wild right now. Regular radio stations were playing like the news or like jazz music or
Okay,
classical
sure,
music back then.
okay.
Right. Okay. So what I meant was this was the first time where like they weren't, none of these stations had like taken a risk and done hillbilly music before. So this was the first time all the hillbillies were using their own music, like thanks to good old George
Okay, so
Hay,
it's a
the DJ.
new genre
Yeah.
that was getting out there.
Yeah, because they were
Well,
I
not
don't-
new genre,
I don't
but a
wanna
new
say
genre
genre.
for the radio.
It was the first time all the farmers and all like the factory workers and all these people in like the South were hearing their own music and their own style of humor. And George Hay was talking to them like personally.
Okay.
So it was drawing together a group of people that had never been drawn together before. Does that make sense?
Okay, yes.
And
got it.
that's what made it revolutionary for the
Okay.
time. Okay, fun fact. But to your Grand Ole Opry thing, the whole thing, you were like, what's the Opry? You're not saying opera? Fun fact. It actually started as a joke. So check this out. One night after the show had been on the air for about 2 years, so it's 1927,
Okay.
it was called The Barn Dance, and that followed a show that featured a bunch of classical music, of course, because I was saying like it was all about jazz and classical music. Okay. So DJ George, our
Okay.
DJ, right?
Yes,
Right?
yes.
The solemn old judge, he gets on the radio right after that to start his show, and he says, for the past hour, you've been listening to the Grand Opera. Now, we'll let you hear some Grand Ole Opry. And that
I
was like how it
see.
started.
That's fun.
He was making a pun.
I love it.
And
I'm always
it's-
here for a good pun.
It
So
friggin'
that's awesome.
stuck 100 years later. It's the Grand Ole Opry because he was making fun of opera music, which, by the way, opera music's excellent. Go back and listen to our podcast on getting sort of sophisticated on loving opera, classical music.
should.
That was one of our early
Again.
episodes. That was like an early app.
That was one ep that I
Right.
was like, I'm not going to get into, but I totally did.
Yeah,
It was
I
amazing.
know.
Good fun facts in that one as well. Okay, so how does this come from like a 1 hour show once a week on a Saturday to like this big grandstand concert that it is today?
A lot of years. A lot of
And I
miles.
know there's a lot that happens. in
lot of
between,
miles.
But I guess this is
Would
like
you like
the
a year
history
by
part.
Would you like a year by year play?
I mean, not year by year, maybe like decades.
So fine, I'll go fast. So it started in 1925. So by the 1930s, only about 10 years after it starts,
Yeah.
right? The
Yeah,
Grand
yeah.
Ole Opry. I'm going to call it the Grand Ole Opry now. It had already gone from like this little radio experiment to like full on Saturday night, like institution, Amanda, like Saturday Night Live.
It was a
Like
thing.
in
Yes.
1980. Yeah.
Sure.
Oh no, like it was like a thing already. Right.
Everyone tuned in.
Families
It was, okay.
planned the weekend around it, making dinner, do the dishes. Everyone would go sit in front of the radio, listen to the Opry.
Okay.
That was it.
Yep.
Okay. Kind of like church, but like with banjos.
Yep.
You with me? Okay.
Yep.
And because it was getting popular, it started booking all these acts and making them like super famous.
Were they playing live?
It was all live shit. Yeah, no, totally. Like, I mean, this is where like Minnie Pearl got started, Hank Williams, Patsy Cline,
Oh.
Johnny Cash. Like, they even used to do comedy because Minnie Pearl was comedy. Yeah. Archie Campbell. Like, these guys were like, it was like a variety show. Like, you know what?
Oh, it's kind of like what you were trying to do with this podcast, but we're
It's like what we're
just
trying to do
not-
with this new venue. It's like what we're trying to do with this new venue that we
Oh,
want to,
the
you know, the venue
venue.
we've been talking about?
Well, but it was radio first.
Yes.
Technically, it's a podcast.
Yeah,
And
no,
then it's
okay,
now
fine.
turned into a
Yeah, okay.
venue and an event and a concert. So,
Yeah.
okay, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, what's kind of cool because the whole idea behind it was 1 week, Minnie Pearl's on stage being a comedian, which, by the way, in the 1920s for a woman to be a comedian was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And then the next, she was making you laugh like her. You know, she's crazy.
She was
right?
hilarious.
She was
Yeah,
hysterical.
yeah.
And then like Hank Williams comes on, not even Hank Williams Jr. I mean, I know Hank Williams Jr. is famous, but Hank Williams, right, who died tragically like when he was like 25 years old or whatever it was, soul story about him. That's a whole nother podcast. But my point is, he'd sing his country songs and like make you cry.
Yes.
So like the emotion and the range that would be on the show was remarkable.
But it made people feel connected
It was called. It was
And
it was
relatable.
Country, it was
Okay.
country culture. Like everybody
for an
figured,
hour
it was excellent.
every
It was
weekend.
absolutely excellent. So of course it was only a matter of time before like the Opry then outgrows WSM, like the radio station, like studio or whatever
Okay.
they were at. Yeah,
Their
whatever.
space.
I don't know. Yeah. So I looked it up, and in 1943 they go out and they make this deal to move to the Ryman Auditorium, which was basically this massive church auditorium, like more than like a concert hall or anything like that, right?
Okay.
So, but it had amazing acoustics, and I have a fun fact about that actually at the end. But they were able to rent it out on weekends, so it was kind of like a smoking deal because they used it during the week for something else, of course. So for the next 30 years, that's where they stayed and rocked out to like country hillbilly music from 43 to 19 like 73
Wow.
or 75.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
for a long time.
Awesome. Do we have any radio stations now that still do live music?
Live music?
Yeah, no,
shit.
not really, right?
No, no,
Yeah,
no,
okay.
hell, no way.
So, in 1973, then did it kind of die out? Where they're not doing live music
Nothing.
anymore?
No,
and
this
it's
is still
not-
going, dude. I still got history galore here.
Okay,
Here we
okay,
go. Right.
okay.
So like Ryman's where it got famous. If you've heard of the Ryman Auditorium, it's like super famous auditorium. That's what made like Opry music.
haven't.
Opry, like that was it.
Okay.
They put them on the map for sure. So I mean, literally, Amanda, every Saturday night people would line up outside the church or like whatever, and then go inside and fill the pews and start singing along. It's like crazy magical. And since it was quote unquote like a church, there was this sense that it was like bigger than entertainment. I know it wasn't. They weren't having they weren't having like a service or anything.
Right.
But people connected to their soul. I think it even had to do with the fact and where they were producing it from. Does that make sense?
Sure, they kind
Yes.
of found like a religion of sorts.
Yes.
Within the music.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, it's kind of like what Kanye wanted to do with his like Sunday service thing.
Right.
Okay.
But didn't quite work the same way. But yes,
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah. So this shit goes viral. Like, I mean,
Different type of viral, but
yes.
yes.
I mean,
word of mouth viral.
people start driving from all over the country.
Wow.
So now this is a big deal now, right? So the problem was it was only a 2-hour show.
Okay.
So now you have people driving to stay for a weekend or like a few days for like a 2-hour show. by
Yeah,
that
it's a
time. So it's
destination.
like, shit, right. So National Life and Accident Insurance Company gets this bug up their butt and decide all these people are coming from all over the country, but Nashville doesn't scream like vacation destination,
Sure.
of course. So in 1972, the National Life Company, they built something called Opryland USA.
Wait, no.
Yes.
I
Opryland
really
USA.
thought you were going to tell me they built. That's how Dollywood came along.
No.
No.
No, Dollywood came along
Oh.
because of Dolly. No, they built Opryland amusement park. This was like, well, mostly amusement park, but also like music appreciation
interesting.
land.
Okay,
or whatever.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
No, this was crazy.
Okay.
This was roller coasters, rides, games, riverboat cruises. Like this was insane.
I mean,
okay?
they now became a tourist destination.
that was
okay,
the- like-
fair.
This stupid
Was it-
life insurance.
but was it
Amanda, life insurance
successful?
company. Yes, it was.
Oh.
Like bands were playing all over the park. So
Oh.
people would come and like go to Opryland USA, whatever, Friday and Saturday, and then Saturday night they'd go to the Grand Ole Opry, and then Sunday go back to Opryland and then go home. It was like
Okay.
crazy. It was like Disneyland. It was like bonkers. People were coming up all over the place, coming to Nashville, Tennessee to
So
go
is
to
it
Opryland.
still around today?
It is not. No,
Oh.
but we'll get there. No.
That's
Hold on.
Saturday.
Let me finish Grand Ole Opry, and then I'll get back to this. Remind
Okay.
me. Okay, fine. So where I left off, 1972, Ryman Theater. Okay. So by this time, Ryman Theater is now falling completely apart. Okay.
Oh,
so
okay.
now we got to move on to the next place.
Oh,
Okay.
like the building itself.
Yes, yeah.
Okay,
So I'm
okay.
going back to the Opry because we'll talk about Opryland in a second. I just
Okay,
got
okay.
off track with
Sounds
Opryland.
good.
Okay. Like it sucked because like there was no air conditioning in this Ryman Theater and anything in like in
Oh,
Tennessee in
Okay.
like 1970.
Got hot. Wasn't ideal. Sure.
Again, think To Kill a Mockingbird sitting in that courtroom or
Dying.
like think of me in this podcast studio right now, right?
Fair.
Like
Uh-huh.
sweating my balls off. Right. It's terrible. Okay.
Oh my God.
I mean, pains chipping.
Drama queen.
Yeah. No, the pews. People were
So
getting
good.
splinters from the pews, like in
Fair.
their legs.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
you get the idea.
Not
So
ideal.
they had to leave.
Circumstance.
So here we go. National Life Insurance Company again, right? They go and buy some land right next to Opryland,
Okay.
the amusement park that
Yes,
we're talking about,
yes,
5
yes,
miles
yes.
out of town, and they build the Grand Ole Opry House in 1974,
okay.
which is where they are currently doing it today. So 50 years later, here we are. They started in 1974, built the new Grand Ole Opry House, and that is currently where it still exists today.
Okay, that's kind of
Yeah.
a bold move.
Yeah.
Like you're
Yeah.
moving out of this iconic auditorium that
I
everyone
know.
knows.
And leaving Nashville.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That's
Moved
crazy.
outside of Nashville. Like it was kind
Okay.
of it was kind of a big deal. Yeah. I guess when I was researching all this shit, like a bunch of people got pissed off. They left Nashville. 5 miles out of Nashville. 5 miles.
Right, which is
But like
nothing
people were
now,
like
but-
pissed. Oh my God, like this is nostalgia because you started this little radio
I mean,
station.
it'd be like if people
and
left
then
the
you went to-
Pantages, right? Like if the Pantages wasn't the Pantages anymore.
Okay, I kind of think I agree.
Kind of right. Okay.
But now I'm agreeing with you. I think that's a big deal.
Oh.
I think
I mean,
I think I get what you just said. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I
So
guess,
even if it was a
but
few
like,
miles down the road, it would still stuck because it's like this. Yes. It
I mean,
makes
I
sense.
guess
Like
like,
Disneyland.
why didn't they then at that time, like revamp the building?
They need a room, dude. They had to have room. Like,
Oh, it was more about room
yes,
than it
no,
was
the
just
thing
like.
was falling apart. They needed way more room.
Got
Like
it.
it was
Understood.
what it was. Yeah.
Okay.
Like right.
So people got mad.
Yeah.
They moved out.
But the one thing that saved them, the whole thing, right, was that when they moved into the new place, they cut a 6-foot circle from the Ryman stage
Oh, okay.
where all the performers had stood,
Mm-hmm.
and they placed that in the new auditorium that they bought.
That's kind of
So basically, like every new singer that was going to sing on the new stage was still standing in the exact same
the
place.
history
in
of.
the history.
Yeah.
So that was, I would say, like solid play by National Life Insurance. I'm laughing every time I say National Life Insurance Company because I think these guys are incredible that they were a life insurance company that built the Grand Ole Opry. Like
Yeah.
it's just it's insane. Anyway, so like the circle represented like this metaphysical bridge.
Well, it's like we're taking the history
Yes.
of and our roots,
which
and we're still
I
here.
love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant,
So
brilliant.
you think of like Hank Williams, Patsy
Right.
Cline, Dolly Parton. It's a reminder that even though Nashville changes, like the Opry is the Opry.
Right. So then, because they moved right next to the amusement park, how did the amusement park close? Why is it not around?
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, you're right. Sorry. Back to the amusement park. Here we go. Okay, so the amusement park was open for like 25 years. Like it was a lot. So it was super successful. Like no bullshit. On like 72 or whatever it opened to like 1997 is when they closed.
Okay.
So here's the problem. Weather in Tennessee. Like it gets hot as balls in the fucking summer.
Sure.
And it's always humid, and then in the winter, like so it's a seasonal park at best.
So
like
there's tons of seasonal parks.
Yeah, but it's not like Disneyland, bro. Like Disneyland, you could do. That's why Disneyland's in Florida and in Anaheim. So they were losing money, and then they were like trying to make it all back, and it was like bullshit. It wasn't working anymore. So they were like, okay, what are we gonna do? So they, of all things, they go put in a mall.
Well, malls were hot
Right?
back in the 90s.
Mall, and the mall still works.
Oh, the
So
mall's
people
still there?
Well, because there's a lot of like music appreciation. Remember, so it's not
okay,
just the mall. It's like this whole like
kind of museum
music. Yes, it's like all that kind of stuff too. And now since it's all indoors, everything works. It's way better.
Got it.
So like now that's all famous and it's still awesome. It's just is awesome. It no love lost.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So then now we go back to the Opry. We're in this new place. Now the 80s.
We're in the 80s.
And it's still famous. I mean, obviously.
Dude, totally. Right.
So it well received. People
Oh,
still
totally.
going
Yeah,
there?
yeah. Okay. So mid 70s, it moved the whole thing. Right. Now it's a star making machine. Like the 80s, it's like it's bonkers. Now.
Okay.
Stamp of approval. No going back. Like literally at this point, if you get on the Opry stage in the 1980s, you are now like an icon.
Okay.
Like you. That's
you
like
have to have a name for
you
yourself.
made it.
Okay.
If you got invited to the Opry
Fair.
in the 80s, you made it because
Yeah,
now
yeah.
you're already what 60 years of history of the Opry, right? Which is too many famous people. So it's like American Idol or like The
Okay.
Voice now.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying. Okay. So and also think about television, right? Television wasn't even that old then. I mean, I know, like if you think 1980, you're like, oh my god, it was old. No, it really wasn't. Television was only like 30 years old by that time, right? Everybody
Wow,
had
that's crazy to
I
think
know.
about.
When you think about it, right? Because it only came out in like 1950. Yeah. So it took like about 5 minutes for these singers to like go from the Opry stage in 1980 to like whatever, the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson or like
Oh, okay.
like whatever. I don't know what other shows were with going against Johnny Carson, but you get the idea. They went crazy, like bam, overnight, like super famous if you're in the Opry stage.
It was the place you wanted to be or be able to be at if you were a country singer.
Yeah, Ricky Skaggs, Reba McEntire, Barbara Mandrell, all in the 80s. The
Rite
90s,
of passage.
Garth Brooks,
Oh.
1990. Yeah, Alan Jackson, Trisha Yearwood. Okay, now you're starting to pay attention. I have a quote here from Garth Brooks playing at the Grand Ole Opry.
Okay.
Playing the Opry was the moment everything became real. That's when Garth Brooks realized he had made it, right?
All right.
That's his like famous sort of quote.
Okay.
Yeah, total awesome.
So if I want to be a country singer, I need to make sure I get to the Opry
Yeah,
at some point in time.
you have to.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, totally validate.
Now I'm gonna like
validates you.
rank.
You go to the
country
Opry.
singers.
You go to the. So here's how it works. You like make a name for yourself, right? You do your hard work. You go to the Opry. As soon as you're done with the Opry, you sell out arenas. Done and done. Boom, boom. That's the step.
That's
how
like
it
your
works.
launching pad.
Just it's math.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Works same way like right now. Newer artists. Okay. So I'm jumping ahead. Blake Shelton, Kelsey
Okay.
Ballerini, Luke Combs,
Wow.
all got invited to perform at the Opry. Biggest honor of their lives.
Yeah.
It's country music's way of saying like you're in the family.
All right.
You made it into the family. It started as Hillbilly, but now you made it into the family. Like if it was Mafia, I got that you get the idea. But, okay. Okay. That's sort of it. That's pretty much what kept it relevant for the last 100 years. It wasn't like it was just a concert. It was like a coming out party. Like that's the best way to explain it.
Right. I mean, it's basically the Opry made
Like
the
coming
stars.
out, like you know what I mean by coming out, not like coming out like that way, but like coming. Like you get it. I'll be quiet.
Coming of age, maybe.
Yes, much better. Thank
But,
you.
okay.
Yes.
So basically, the Opry made stars in the 80s and 90s.
Yes.
I mean, even to today, it sounds like.
Yes.
And Nashville is basically the country music capital of the world. Is
Yes,
that
it is.
because of the Opry?
Well, it also had like Elvis Presley.
Oh, okay.
you know, a
Yeah.
bunch of that.
Okay.
Yes.
So I mean,
yes.
there's lots of
yes,
things
yes,
that go
yes.
into it, but it's just like the perfect storm.
Yes.
But somehow the Opry now has like survived. You said it's like 100 years old. And how
I mean,
did
'cause
they
it went from hillbilly music to country music, but yeah, it's totally relevant. Yeah.
So I mean, basically they stayed relevant.
Yes, they totally
kept
stayed
going.
relevant. Well, because like, think all the way back, right? So hillbilly music, like who wants to listen to hillbilly music nowadays?
I do.
Nobody.
I love it. It's
Gospel
so fun.
music? Okay. I got it. Some people do. But like a niche of people. It's like our podcast. You got 112 people who want to listen to that podcast.
Fair.
It's very nichey.
Fair.
Yes. Yeah. It's like when you're trying to sell real estate. It's really cozy.
No. Fair.
Yeah, it's really
Fair.
cozy. Is it cozy? Or is it a piece of shit? Right?
Nah.
You get the idea. Okay, that's us. Sorry.
So
okay.
they kept relevant.
Yes, they totally kept relevant. Right.
Grew and
Yes. They got into pop country. They got into Americana. They got into R&B. They got into soul.
R&B?
They started adding. Yes, they started adding like
Oh.
Darius Rucker. Like you know how he went from like he was Hootie and the Blowfish, and now he's like Mr. Country Music,
Yeah.
sex
Yes.
symbol guy,
Yes.
right? So they've like reached out a lot. But then you also at the same time can see all the old timers. Like, I mean, I can't believe I'm about to say Garth Brooks is an old timer, but like he still goes up on stage. So I mean, Jelly Roll is on stage, or Lainey Wilson with like Garth Brooks or like Alan Jackson.
Yeah.
So it's like they found this way of making it just this kumbaya of history. And who doesn't love that?
Well, but now it's like a point of success.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's awesome.
And
I think people, they aspire to be on that stage.
And they went tech crazy,
Oh,
right?
they
So they have
did.
their own YouTube channel. Look it up.
Social
TikTok
media.
clips, live stream. They live stream everything.
Yeah.
So you can literally still tune
That's
in.
awesome.
Yes, it's still live. It's during COVID, when all live shows were
Yeah,
canceled
yeah.
everywhere in the world. They kept broadcasting.
Oh, very
Yes,
cool.
Grand Ole Opry.
Oh.
Yes, no audiences,
Sure.
but they absolutely kept broadcasting every Saturday night. Still went at it.
oh my gosh,
Never,
I want to go.
never lost her. So we should go. We should go to the 100-year. Like
Are
the
they
anniversary
having
thing.
an anniversary?
They are
thing?
like
Oh.
November 28th or whatever it is.
Oh,
yeah,
like book it. I have no plans in November. Let's
No,
go.
because they're totally doing. So I mean, they've been doing something like all year long, like realistically.
Okay.
But I think it's November 28th, day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday. They're doing 2 shows actually, because normally they do 1 show Saturday night. So they still stay true to the whole like 1 show Saturday night vibe.
Okay.
Right. But they're doing a 7 p.m. performance and a 10 p.m. performance on November 28th. But they really started this whole thing in March. You know how Disneyland, when they celebrate their 70th year,
they roll
it's like
it
all year.
out.
So
well,
they're going
that's how
from,
you capitalize on the money.
So they're
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
this from like March to March.
Oh,
But
okay.
November 28th specifically, I looked it up.
Live celebration.
Yes, live celebration. Tickets aren't terrible. I mean, they're thousands and thousands of dollars, like down in like the
Pit.
yeah.
Sure.
But they were $300, like nosebleeds, $300.
Oh,
So so whatever. I mean, $300. That's not terrible. Like you could get in there. More than 20 different performances. They're going to do that night.
Wow.
Legends, like old timers.
I want to go.
And then current stars. I know it's going to be
it'd
nuts.
be really like
right?
it's a historical moment.
I kind of think it's a big deal.
Okay, so wait, are we actually gonna go?
So wait, did I just kind of hook you on?
you
like
did.
like,
I mean,
this is
I
what I
think
love
what it
about this
is-
podcast. Like I didn't even know shit about the Grand Ole Opry. I mean, I love country music. Like I grew up like
you
in
like
the 90s.
music period,
Yeah.
but yes.
But I didn't. I'm like, Grand Ole Opry. Really? I'm going to learn about this shit and celebrate 100 years. And here I am. I got all into it. So the fact that you're like mildly into this right now,
Yeah.
I kind of got
Well,
I got a little like
but
I'm
I
excited.
think-
Yeah.
I think a little bit is that it's again going back and appreciating history, right? And the fact that how did I not know about the Grand Ole
Mhm.
Opry all of these years?
And how it got
obviously it's so
It got
iconic,
named. So cool, right?
but it's so iconic, and it's a big deal. And so if it's, I mean,
Not only I think it's
I'm in.
trust me, it's going to be around for another 100 years. Like this is one of those things that now will stand the test of time forever. Like
Oh.
they'll celebrate this 250-year anniversary. Like right, we won't be around, of course, but like, it will keep going.
Then we need to go.
It's amazing. It's like
But see, I think it's actually cooler to go when it's like the 100th anniversary,
know.
because now you're going for like
right. You
a
get a
big-
whole thing. This
but-
this is why I love our podcast. Like, I know I'm getting off tangent because I have massive ADD today, but like I think of when we did Carnival in Brazil, like really, or when we did Oktoberfest for like
Right.
these celebrations. These and this is this. Let's cut the shit. This is an American celebration. This really
Yeah.
is. Like if you don't want to admit it, if you don't like country music, I don't give 2 shits. This is what half of our country fell in love with. South of the Mason-Dixon line, you were in.
Huh.
This is what defined you for hundreds of
Right.
years. So to like bring that forward, it's big. And like
It's a
people
big deal.
don't think about it that way, but it really is. Anyway,
I love it. Do you know what else I love?
What?
Fun facts.
of course you love fun facts. Who doesn't
I
love-
think it's time.
I mean, who don't love a good fun fact?
But I want
Should-
them to be good.
Should I talk like this through the all fun
I
fact?
don't think so. I think you'll offend
to be
someone.
very. Who am
I
I
think
going to
you should stop.
offend if I'm just
I think
talking?
you stop.
Wow. Okay, fine.
So
See
there's this
Do
game.
you see the way
Have
she
you,
treats me?
have you
people?
ever heard of this game?
What?
It's called
called-
Accents.
It's called Be Normal.
No,
Peter?
no. It's
What?
called Accents.
Okay.
And like you draw a card and you have to say whatever the line is with the accent.
I want to play that game.
I'm horrible at
Can
that
we
game.
play?
We can.
I would think you would do
can't
really good.
Oh no. Oh no. No.
Oh my God.
I am not good at accents.
Huh.
Like double negative.
Okay, here we go. Let's get the fun facts. Number 1. Okay. Remember when I was talking about the Ryman Auditorium
Yes.
and the sound system? Remember I said I'm going to get to the fun fact on
Oh, yes,
the whole
yes, yes, yes.
acoustics thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it better than Segerstrom? Because I hope it is.
It's better than everything.
Okay,
right.
great.
So after they restored it in the 1990s, because they did fix the
Oh,
theater, even
yes.
though Grand Ole
They
Opry moved out.
moved, but
Yeah, they fixed it. The acoustics were still so good. NASA scientists had to study them to learn how to recreate it for other uses. So I guess the shape of their building, right, and being all wood with no nails or joints in certain places where it like came together, made what they call a near perfect reverb. And it wasn't like designed that way on purpose. It was
no, it was
designed that
built
way
like the 1800s.
in 1892. Right. It was built on accident. So it was just really good craftsmanship, like a lot of good luck. NASA went and figured out the blueprint and now uses that to figure out like
that's
their sound
mind-blowing.
stuff.
That's
It's incredible. Go Ryman. Okay.
All right.
Number 2, the Opry helped integrate black artists into country music. We talked a little bit about Jerry Schwartz, but pretty bold because this was way before him. So in 1967, Charlie Pride became the first black American artist to perform at the Opry. He received a standing ovation from a mostly white audience, which was considered pretty groundbreaking at that time, if you think about it, to help widen the definition of country music and begin to share it with this wider audience.
That's
so
awesome.
Like, good for them.
Yeah.
Shit, before we go on to number 3, what was our word of the day? Obdurate?
Did
we even use it?
Sure
yet?
didn't. No.
Oh my God. What is it? Wait, what does it mean? I gotta throw it in there. Hard.
Right? Wasn't that it?
That should be really easy. No, but it was like resolute.
Oh, yes.
It was resolute.
Yes,
right.
yes.
Okay, resolute. All right, number 3. Elvis Presley played at the Grand Ole Opry.
Well, I mean, after you said that he was in Nashville, I assumed that had to
all
happen.
coming together. But guess what? Super fun fact. In 1954, he made his Opry debut, performed Blue Moon of Kentucky. I have no idea. I didn't listen to that song.
Okay.
Sorry, people. And was politely told by the talent director, you might be better off driving a truck.
Oh, really?
So I guess it was bad.
So wait, he wasn't then a legend at that point in time?
So he never came back.
Wow.
Yeah, a few weeks later, he appeared on the Louisiana Hayride,
Okay.
which is Opry's rival show.
He was like, shove it.
And he said, shove. I said, hell, you shove it. Why don't you shove it up your ass? The rest is rock and roll history, Amanda.
Don't piss off the king.
Apparently, the Grand Ole Opry blew it. Let's go. You know what? Good for Elvis Presley. He was very resolute. He was very he was very obdurate.
There you
right?
go.
Boom, boom. He was in. Good for him. Okay. Number 4, a flood almost destroyed the Opry House.
Oh.
Yes, and pretty recently, actually.
Oh, really?
The new one. Yeah, not the Ryman.
The new
yes.
one. Okay.
When the Cumberland River overflowed in 2010, Amanda, only 15 years ago, 4 feet of water flooded the stage, ruining all the instruments, all the costumes, everything. That circle of wood.
Wow.
Yeah, that circle of wood got ruined. They somehow pulled that sucker out. I mean, it was underwater and everything, right? Tried to like refurbish it and fix it. It took them 6 months.
Wow.
And they restored it. They reinstalled it for the
when
reopening
it's
again
history,
in the fall.
You got to do it.
But they did it and they still saved it. But oh my God, can you imagine? Like they probably had all these like scientists trying to figure out how to fix that little 6-foot circle.
That's crazy.
I want to stand on the circle.
Well, you got to become a country singer.
Well, all right. Number 5, the Opry once broadcast live from the White House. 1978.
Went on the road.
President Jimmy Carter.
Oh.
Yeah, you got to love our Jimmy because he was
That's
into
true.
music.
He was.
People, if you don't remember, one of your call-outs from the Jimmy Carter episode was to go see the documentary, Rock and Roll President, Jimmy Carter.
Yep.
Watch the documentary. It's excellent. He loved his music. That's why he brought him to the White House. So he invited Roy Acuff
Okay.
and Minnie Pearl,
Yes.
the famous comedian, and a bunch of other stars to play on the south lawn of the White House. Make it the only time the Opry officially left Nashville for a full production.
Oh, wow.
I know. Wild. And the last one is the Opry, Amanda, has a pet mascot. Well, it did.
Interesting.
During the 1950s.
Okay.
Performer Furlan Husky. Good old Furlan. Hello, Mr. Furlan. He had a pet raccoon named Mr. Nashville. Go figure.
That's so random.
Raccoon, right. He used to roam around backstage
Oh, no.
while Furlan Husky
No.
performed.
Hell
Yeah.
no.
So Furlan said it brought him good luck. So Mr. Nashville became so comfortable, like at the Grand Ole Opry, that he'd wander into dressing rooms, steal food, all sorts of shit, poop everywhere. And every once in a while, hey, this one time, he ran across stage, freaked out the audience, but the audience thought it was part of the act, but it wasn't part of the act. But he like became super famous in Grand Ole Opry history for running across the stage. Right?
I can't.
Talk about a friggin' hillbilly way.
A raccoon. I can't.
Like, let's go. Okay,
Nope.
I'm done. Fun facts out. Let's go, Mr. Nashville. It's all you.
That's so random. I can't.
I know. Let's go, Furlan Husky. and
Oh
his
man,
pet
that
raccoon.
was good. But I also thought that you would like have some random facts about like Dolly's wig collection or something. But the NASA one was good. The raccoon one was good
The
too.
raccoon
So
one was excellent.
hey,
Yes.
you get stars for those.
Thank you.
Okay, so but now we got to go to our like call of action because besides just going to visit, besides being there for the 100th celebration,
Yeah.
I mean,
Let's do it.
I'm sure you have something else up your sleeve on what we can learn.
Let's do it, right? I mean, because let's be honest. I mean, most people aren't going to go over there and like celebrate with us on November 28th. Fine. Here's the deal. You want to sit on the couch? Sit on the couch. Watch TV. I don't mind. I'm going to give you some TV stuff here, people. Watch the documentary American Experience, Nashville Sound on PBS.
Oh, okay.
All right? You're going to get all the shit you need to know about the Grand Ole Opry. You want to read? Some people like to read while they're falling asleep. Read A Good-Natured Riot by Charles K. Wolfe.
Okay.
It's like the go-to book on like everything.
I'm
like,
kind of
on how
mesmerized that there's even stuff.
the Opry became the... Amanda.
Okay. I know it's historic.
I can
but like
find anything on anything.
That's
dude.
true. That's true.
By the way, I think I'm a good...
Fact finder.
Yeah, like a sleuther.
Yeah.
I think I know how to
Maybe you're like a PI
All right, yeah.
on
Like,
facts.
right.
A historian.
It's sort of
It's a
good.
historian. You're a
kinda
historian.
Good. It's good for nothing. Okay, anyway. All right. Then
Good
remember...
for our podcast.
That's about it. Okay. Then remember these, I don't know, details to like, be sophisticated. We're summing it up, people. Okay, number one. The Grand Ole Opry is the longest running radio show in the world. It started in 1925 as this tiny 1-hour broadcast called the WSM Barn Dance. And it's been running every single week since then, nearly 100 years straight, November 28th. That's wild. Okay, number two. The Opry is the reason country music went national. That's what we talked about before. Before that, country music was just a bunch of like local sounds from the South. But WSM's massive radio signal and later television spread like all that music coast to coast. Thank you very much. That's how America found its sound.
Crazy.
Number three, playing the Opry is like literally getting knighted. That's what Amanda was trying to explain because she was summing things up. When artists like Dolly Parton, Garth Brooks, Reba McEntire get invited, it is the ultimate honor. It means you've officially made it. Even that new generation, Kelsey Ballerini, we talked about Darius Rucker, Luke Combs, they still treat it as a coronation. And finally, the Opry's old home, the Ryman Auditorium, has perfect acoustics completely by accident. It was built in 1892 as a gospel revival hall. And a century later, NASA literally studied the sound design because the reverb was so good. When they moved to the new Opry House in 1974, they cut that 6-foot circle of wood out of the Ryman stage and installed it in the new one. So every performer still stands where all the legends stood.
And there you have it, dear listeners. 100 years of hillbilly twang, talent, and pure American storytelling. From that tiny 1925 radio show in Nashville to the stage that made country music famous, the Opry is not just a place. It's a legacy that never really stopped growing. And if we did our job today, you're walking away a little more curious, a little more confident, and maybe ready to drop a fun fact or two, like how NASA studied the Ryman's acoustics or how Elvis got told to go drive a truck. The point
That might be the best one.
It's true.
Who tells Elvis to go do like?
Evidently, someone did.
Right. Apparently, the Grand Ole Opry. Sorry, I didn't mean to screw you. Go.
Nope. The point is, the Opry isn't just history to admire. It's still alive, it's still evolving, and still the heartbeat of Nashville. And as always, if you like this episode, hit subscribe, leave us a review, and tell that one friend who claims that they don't get country music that they're officially missing out. Because trust me, they'll come around once they learn about the raccoon. I mean, who doesn't love a pet raccoon?
Mr. Nashville.
So until next time, stay curious, stay inspired, and remember, being sophisticated isn't about knowing everything, it's about knowing what's worth singing about.
Amen to that. Sing us out, Amanda.